Hey everyone, welcome to Toy Break, episode 334. B. I'm Aileen.
I'm George.
I'm Tim.
Welcome back to the couch, Tim.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you back for your annual visit.
Yes.
Which I like that we're making this an annual event.
I'm going to steal a line from Big Kev's and call this the Deja Vu episode.
It's only a couple minutes of deja vu. It's not that bad. Well, fine, if it's deja vu, why don't you tell us what Toy Break is all about?
It's your job. All right, Toy Break is your weekly internet show featuring news and reviews about designer vinyl, plush, action figures, collectibles, events, how-tos, interviews, and everything in the wonderful world. This is why I don't do it. Wonderful world of toys.
Good job, George. Why is yours from the bottom?
I go that way.
I heard.
Wonderful world of toys.
Let's start as we
Always do by thanking our site sponsors like 3 Coconut Monkey,
Tominasuke,
Suburban Vinyl,
DKE Toys,
3D Retro,
and of course, Happy Panda Toys. Thank you so much to all of our site sponsors. Be sure to check out their links and their wares on our site, toybreak.com.
Aileen, why don't you tell us about the contest we have running right now?
Why, I will, George. It's the Oreion contest. You can win this red Oreion from Maggitarius by heading to the contest section on the toybreak.com forum and posting a drawing of an alien. Any alien.
An alien?
An alienian.
An alien.
Ooh, alien. Anything. You can make it up. You can draw one of your favorites. Whatever you want to do. The deadline is December 3rd. What? What do you got?
Nothing. Well, let's talk toys, shall we?
Let's.
Tim?
Toys.
Well, actually,
Totims.
before we start,
Yes,
Tim Clarke, do you have a website?
I do. It's Totims.com.
Awesome. And if they want to follow you on Instagram to see what you're doing,
It's
because I know
Tim
you
Clarke
post.
Toys.
That's the best. That's
And
the best way.
Tumblr.
A lot of good
Yeah,
stuff
there's
goes up
more
there.
stuff on Instagram than...
I love seeing your Instagrams.
It's a lot of cool stuff to follow on that Instagram. But you do make toys. But before we get into that, what have you been up to recently?
Well, for the last 3.5 months, I've been building puppets for a new children's television show, which I'm hoping is actually going to get picked up.
That's
So,
exciting.
That's very cool.
It'll be a lot of fun. And there's some great new characters, and it's to the concept of the show is to kind of pick up where Mr. Rogers left off and dealing with children's emotional needs and the things that they're challenged with on a daily basis, and also teaching the parents how to deal with those
Work with their
issues.
kids.
Yeah,
That
So
sounds fun.
cool.
Yeah,
yeah, it'll be awesome.
yeah,
Sounds like a great show. Sounds like a show I'd want to watch.
Right.
it does.
Well, it has puppets in it, so that's all. You had me at puppets.
They had me at puppets as well. So
Just saying. All right, but Tim, you've been working in the toy industry
For
for
a
what?
long
couple years.
time.
A couple years.
A long time.
You did some
Yes.
major brands. Just maybe for people who don't know who you are, do you want to throw out a couple things that you've created?
Well, Sectors was the first big one, and then Boglins came after that, and then
Amazing.
a whole bunch of like weird little things that nobody knows about.
Ooh.
But then I also worked for EK Success, developing product line for them and for Melissa and Doug and many other toy companies.
I would say you are a toy industry veteran.
Yes,
I think would be safe to
for
say.
Veterans Day.
For Toy Veterans Day.
shall we talk about the fun fact about mini Boglins that we found out this weekend while Dr. A was also visiting?
Sure.
That Dr. A had sculpted more than one of the mini Boglins from way back in the day. It's a
Right.
small
You
little
guys,
world of
it's
toys that
this
we're all
big.
pulled into.
And every
Yes.
time I meet somebody new, it gets smaller and smaller.
Hence the
pretty-
mini lines.
Hence the mini lines, exactly.
So, but here at DesignerCon, you were just at recently,
Hey, I was there.
Yes.
you brought you did some custom mini Boglins.
Yeah,
to
these
show.
are the vintage mini Boglins that I did, and some of them I just painted up. Some of them I added crazy stuff to, because I always liked the burger is one of the original ones, and then I added he's called the Blue Plate Special.
Gotta look at him.
That's
He's my
amazing.
favorite.
Yeah, this is kind of my favorite out of these custom.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
So
Everything about this is amazing.
So he was actually a little burger guy. Like that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that's the
Yes.
figure. Okay.
yeah, and I added the fries and the lettuce and tomato, and
I'm also kind of hungry looking at this.
this one is the Boglin Beauty Makeover. And I think she looks gorgeous.
I mean, I think so too. The
fantastic.
snot dripping down
Yeah.
is really kind of the ultimate
Well,
touch.
She kind of reminds me of Toady from Gummy Bears now with the look of the hair. I don't know. There's something about him that I think he would have done that. I feel like he would do that.
Now we've
And
got
then-
one relaxing.
And that's a pirate of the Caribbean, hanging out on the beach.
Of course, obviously.
Right.
And then we got this
Is
little
this
guy. who's-
this was a custom, or this is the way this one
No,
came?
that's the way
That's a
he
paint
came,
job.
and I just, they,
This
it's
is-
like they were all just solid color, so I thought it would be fun to play around with.
Paint some up.
Yeah.
This is a crazy thing. Like they released this toy. Like this. Like he's cutting his own tongue off. Like I never saw
George,
the mini
there's,
Boglins.
there's ones that are worse.
Is there really? Like
Yeah.
I never had any of the mini
Were the-
Boglins, so
but
these
were
are pretty
ones
amazing.
In America?
No, these were only sold in Europe.
Europe, right?
I mean,
That's
I
why
guess
we didn't
this is
have
kind of
them
worse.
growing
Like
up.
this could be considered
there's
worse. This guy's
A
funneling 2 beers.
gazillion.
Well, we're assuming they're beers.
Well,
Well, they're beer bottles. Well, they're painted
Yeah.
like beer bottles
Maybe
now.
it's
I
root-
don't know.
they
Maybe it's
could be
root beer.
Coke bottles.
They
It's
could
root
be.
beer,
It could
Come on,
be.
Could
George.
be root beer.
right?
Yeah.
Sarsaparilla.
I never really saw anybody funneling root beer before.
Clearly, you haven't been to the same parties I have.
Apparently not. So this is. I would really like to go back and hunt this line down because this seems like a really fun line that I would enjoy. So
I
might
feel
have
like
to
we
look
have to be
into
able
this.
to do that with the internet today.
yeah, I think so.
These are awesome.
I'm gonna get on that. I think.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
But you made customs out of them, brought them
Yeah.
to Deacon, and these are all you have left.
Exactly.
That's congratulations.
Yeah, I was very happy.
So, what do we do first? You want to talk about those?
Sure.
Those wonderful.
Next.
Yeah, next. What do we got here? So you might remember from a previous episode of Toy Break, or maybe not, Totems,
Yes. And this is the new Redstone totem.
which is beautiful, and I was telling you earlier, kind of reminds me of chocolate, and I'd really like a chocolate totem.
That's a lot of
Great
chocolate.
idea.
I think it would be great too. It could be
Instead of-
hollow.
Instead of Easter bunnies, Easter totems.
Can that be a
From
thing?
Easter Island.
Easter Island totems, and we can eat them.
This is one of those figures that
I'm
really
getting
needs to
excited
be
about this idea.
really needs to be seen in person. Like this, the sculpt on this is
It's so hard
just
to
so
capture how
fun,
beautiful
and it's
it
so
is.
like in pictures it never looks as cool as it does. Like, or I've yet to see a picture that makes it look as cool as it does in person because there's just so much. Every angle you turn it at, there's a new thing, there's a new face, there's a creature, there's something happening. So I know I said this last time, but
This paint
Thank you,
really
George.
brings
It's,
out the detail too.
Yeah. Well, that was what I was aiming. Is it accentuates the detail rather than hiding it. So.
A lot.
yeah, a lot
Definitely
of those clears and things like that. It's wasted. The
Yeah,
sculpt was wasted
it's
on a
tough.
clear
It's
tough
tough.
like that, like
Yeah.
with something like this. And
I
I like
agree.
what you've done with
This
that
one.
one too, as well.
And then this is the totem which has been infected with creeping crud.
I love that name. I love it. I love it.
So he's splitting open and the creeping crud is coming out of him.
That's so good. I love it. Ugh. His tongue's all bumpy and gross, and he's got, of course, instead of painted eyes
Yes.
from the puppet maker, actual little
Googly eyes.
googly eyes.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
I tried.
I don't see a lot of customs with something like that on them. Why is this your favorite, George?
Just look at his little face. It's
'Cause
awesome.
look at his little face.
That's why.
I like how dark it gets in there too. Like
Yeah.
you're really like, oh,
You fall in there, you're not coming out.
It's also funny
They're
to have
done.
a custom sculpt on the piece sculpted by the sculptor.
yeah, that doesn't happen a lot.
I know. I'm really surprised because people say that people who sculpt their own toys don't do a lot of customization on their own toys.
That's
I think
true.
I find it to be so much fun. It's almost as fun as sculpting them to begin with.
Yeah, you're
If
just
not more so, because you can
taking
go
it to a
off
whole
on
nother
these-
level. Like,
these different crazy tangents.
yeah.
Well, this is very cool. So the sales went well at Decon. The customs
Yeah.
went over pretty well, and you
Yeah.
were selling those through.
They
Toy
had
Art
good
Gallery?
reaction. Yes, some of them are being sold at Toy Art Gallery, and a lot of them are going to be on my website. And I'm doing a show in Portland, Maine,
Ooh.
at City Comics, where I'm going to be doing a signing
When is that?
this coming Saturday, which is, I guess, after this will be shown.
It will.
So it was an
actually
amazing time.
and
The
they
res-
all sold out, and you had a line out the door.
Deja vu all over again.
Well, that's super
And-
cool. You're keeping busy.
Yeah, and then
busy with your toys?
Yeah, and one of the great things about being at Designer Con was that I got to meet a guy who owns a gallery in Austin who wants to do a show with me. So
Awesome. I love networking.
That's cool. Yeah.
Networking at DCon's usually fun.
And you got to see old friends.
I did. Yeah. Yeah, I actually got to see some of the puppet builders that I worked with on Dark Crystal.
Really?
Yeah, Lyle Conway, who did all the Skeksis.
He was there?
He came to DCon, yes.
No.
Well, he invited him.
Oh, I was like, how would he know
He didn't
about
just show
that?
up out of nowhere.
Well, Lyle doesn't like to be in the public eye,
Fair
let's
enough.
say.
Fair enough. What did he think of DCon?
He really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He was walking around before he came to see me, and he said, you know, like, there's some really amazing things here. He was really surprised. So
It's all of our incredible vendors.
right, and then he knew one of the artists right down the aisle from Toy Art Gallery. Who, I think it's Chris Ayers. Is that correct?
That sounds correct.
Yes. And he and Lyle had done some work on some project. So
Oh, that's
Again,
cool.
small world.
well, especially in LA. You know,
It is.
Anybody in the film
And
industry
effects and
knows.
film, and yeah.
You know, there's not that many people making all these things.
It's true.
Kind of. So should we get into some blind box, or do you want to talk more about projects you're working on, or have you updated us mostly in
So
things
many
that are going
things. Well,
on? Things you can tell us are going on.
Well, it looks like Boglin's got optioned to be a TV show, which would be awesome if that comes to fruition.
I'm totally hearing this for the first time, and I'm amazed.
I think I'm going to start a company called Pie in the Sky Productions.
I love that name, and I want pie
Because that's
now.
what I
Stop
feel like
talking
I'm
about
always
food.
working on. So that's really cool, and I hope that comes out. That'll be amazing.
You have no time. How are you making customs? You have no time.
That's another part of my
Have you been sleeping? Because the answer has to be
No.
no.
No, in the last 3.5 months, I've had 3 days off.
Oh,
To go to my niece's wedding and to go to a good friend's 80th birthday party.
those are important.
It. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But you were sculpting in the car as you were driving, right? Like you were multitasking.
I was actually trying to figure out if I could sketch on the plane on the way here.
You gotta just let it.
It's like I'm just too big, you know. It's like
Those
tiny
flight seats.
sketches.
right,
Teeny tiny sketches.
right.
All right, well, that's really exciting about Boglands.
Yes.
I mean, all of it's very exciting, and I wish you
Yes.
luck in all the production and everything, but
yeah, you know, you just keep plugging away. You know?
little by little, one thing at a
Right.
time.
Exactly.
Just see how it goes.
Just keep
Right,
plugging
George?
away.
Yeah, plugging away. How about, do you have and I know that you've done a couple colors of this. Do you have another sculpt going on with this or anything? Or is there any other?
No, there's a bunch of things that I'm going to be working on, depending on whether the children's television show gets picked up or not.
Oh, right.
It depends on how long that takes. So if I have 3 months before that happens, then I'm going to get some more toys out there.
Nice.
I'm going to be working on a series of mini totems that I have a really cool idea for, but I'm not going to talk about that here.
All right, just making
You know, there's
sure.
way too many other toy designers listening.
So next year's Decon wrap up, we can have you
I
back,
would love
and you
to
could be
be
talking
there.
all about them again.
Yes. Yeah.
All about the
Yeah.
new ones that are coming out.
Exactly.
Okay, well, before we do that, should we open some blind box? Do you guys know what time it is? Blind box time!
We got these weird little ones today.
What do we got?
We have
They're so little.
Punk Star Frenzies.
All right.
I don't know.
Tokidoki.
It looks Tokidoki-ish. Yeah, it's got Tokidoki name on it. I don't know what they are. These are from 3D Retro. Picked them up in the store.
They've got to be like zipper pulls. Well, you got to pick what you want.
How do you know what's in there?
I don't
Is
know.
it just
but
all these
if
guys?
this dog is in there, I want the little dog with the purple mohawk.
I guess I want the skeleton guy. Or the monkey.
The skeleton guy with the tongue? This thing?
No, this thing. It's a
Oh,
skeleton
no.
guy.
Skeleton.
I like this guy with the punk hair.
So
That's
if
good.
these are
Punk red
are
hair.
what's in there,
And
then
the
those are what
skeleton
we
head.
want.
I mean, it has to be those in there, right? If that's on the box?
We'll
What
see.
else would it be on the box?
Punk star.
Oh, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, I thought it was tiny.
I thought it was tiny.
I got the dog! I want it!
I got a
But it's-
cat.
Very nice.
A punk cat. Meow.
Cat, dog. Dog, cat.
This is a strange little thing. They're way bigger than I thought it was going to be in this tiny box.
Well, yeah, they're usually like, a half an inch. Oh, you
We
got a
both
little
got the
kitty
cat.
too.
Doubles? Really? Come on.
Double
Yeah,
cat.
really.
You guys are twins.
Doubles.
It's
Boo.
cute. You guys, these are. I thought it was gonna be tiny, like those little, zipper pulls that you put on your
Yeah, I don't know if I'd
thing.
put this
This is
on
like
anything.
an inch.
This is
Kind of
nice.
chunky.
Yeah, it's a cool little sculpture, I guess.
How much are these? Like $3.95?
I don't know. Go to 3D Retro's website and see if you can find out.
Imported.
3dretro.com.
Toki Doki.
They're cute. I like my dog because he's got one little fang. So I'm gonna name him Bigglesworth.
Nice. Good call.
Look, come on,
Good call.
Bigglesworth. These are cute. There's not much to say about them. I mean, they're basically tiny minifigures.
And you
I
can
could-
marionette them across the table.
Of course, you came up with
You can also
marionetting them.
just chuck them over here and not deal with them anymore.
Oh, here we got that.
George is
As-
done.
As we move on to reviews. What's up first, George?
How about some pop?
Whoa.
Pop. We can never get enough pop because there's so much pop. We could never even get to it all.
We couldn't.
Only Tanya can get
Now,
to it
how
all.
many different companies worked on this pop?
Oh, like the...
Every time I read a pop box, it's like this laundry list of all
Is
these
it?
different companies.
Let me look at the thing. All right, so what we have here is the Pop Ecto 1. It's of course by Funko. It comes with Winston Zedmore pop figure, which we have here.
Because
Yeah.
apparently he's not good enough to sell single. Sorry, Winston.
The Ecto 1 itself is 3 3.75 inches tall, and the whole kit and caboodle goes for $25.
Nice.
I don't think these wheels
That's
move.
not. That's a good price.
You can buy
25?
every other
25.
Ghostbuster single except for Winston. You have to get him with the car. So if you want your complete set of the 4, which of course you do, they make you buy the car.
I only see Funko on here.
Does he just sit?
Ta-da.
Oh, he does plug in? Nice.
Yeah.
I
Was
only
he the
see-
driver? Did he drive the car?
Yeah, he drove.
All right, well, I guess that makes sense. Then.
I only see Funko on here, and then I see their distributors. 3
Oh.
distributors.
Okay. I guess it was some other stuff I was looking at.
Oh, I was like, really? There's other people
You know what?
listed on here?
The one that they claim to be Japanese vinyl
That
has
one.
like powered by this mind style, made in Japan, designed in the U.S. This done by
But
this.
those
so
are the Sofubi, like Batman,
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
and then
The
I
fake
was looking
Japanese vinyl
at one of
ones.
the toy stores today. I was looking at some stuff that was Funko and Super 7 and I don't know who else.
Reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reaction, Super 7, Funko.
Yes,
Man,
the
that's a lot of
Reaction
companies.
line was originally developed by Super 7 and then ported over to Funko.
Ah.
So it's kind of all intermingled with its origin.
Incestuous.
So is the toy world. What are you going to do about
This
it?
is not a toy, just so you guys know.
This is not a toy.
No, not a toy. It says
Pas
so.
un jouet.
It says so right
How did
here.
it get on Toy Break?
I don't know.
I guess we have to
should
break it
Oh,
Oh.
if it's not a toy. This is cute. I really like the style of it. I hate that the wheels don't move. I understand costs and all this.
yeah.
I do understand. But
It's not a toy. The wheels would move if
You're
it was
right.
a toy.
you're right.
It's just a
It's
statue.
pop. It's a pop.
Well, I like the whole stunted and chopped and channeled kind of look.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
nice.
squat and wide,
Yeah.
and it's more like a Hot Rod Ecto 1.
And then people can accessorize it or customize it, and make it so it, has the lifts in it.
Little ground kit, little lights
Yeah.
underneath. I like
Do a
it.
Ratfink one with big like back tires and like
Yeah, why not?
change him
Little-
coming out.
A little crazy ghost.
We got to
driving
stop
it.
giving out free ideas. Forget it.
Stop it. There's people listening.
I'm not gonna do it, so go ahead. Somebody do that.
I actually really like this car. My only complaint is that the wheels don't move, but it's not a make or break for me for buying it.
Okay.
$25, still cute.
And
I
it
like
sits on the shelf better that way. It doesn't roll off.
You also have a point there.
I like his little mustache.
That's it? Out of the whole thing here, you like the mustache?
Yeah, look at it. It's funny.
George. That's why we keep you around. Give me something else.
All right, what's next?
Whatever you pick up
Okay.
from the toy trove.
Next.
How about this thing?
Tell us about it.
Somebody sent this in, and I can't remember who right now because it's been too long, and I'm terrible, and I should have written it down, but I didn't.
So we haven't seen this movie Slug Terra. Have you seen this?
No.
It's a kids movie, obviously, I believe.
I don't know anything about this. I didn't even know it was a movie.
Terra. Slugterra. Which is kind of a fun name.
Yeah.
Sounds like sci-fi slugs. I don't know if that is sci-fi slugs. Maybe you guys can tell us in the forum or in the show notes.
What if it's a real slug?
Ugh. Don't touch it if it's a real slug. So here we have 2 figures from Slugterra. We have Doc.
And Stinky, but I don't know which one's which.
I assume that. Well, I assume this one's.
Oh,
Stinky.
this is Doc.
Oh, I mixed.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Because he kind of looks like a skunk stripe.
Oh, you're right.
So I don't know anything about this. I don't know if they look like they're supposed to look.
But
here, if you enter this code, you can get something. The first one to do it gets it. There's the code.
So these are from Jack Specific. They come in a 2-pack of 1.5-inch minifigures. They go for $5 at Toys R Us. And minifigures.
Nice.
Mass market
They're kinda
minifigures. Very alien-y to me instead of sluggy.
Ooh,
but I
look at
guess
that guy.
slugs and aliens. What
He kind of
can't really-
reminds me of Monsters, Inc. stuff.
Can you see that,
That
dude?
guy's awesome.
Grimstone?
See-
What's his name?
These other little guys.
Ooh.
He's great.
I like
Sharp
these.
teeth.
I like these little dudes.
They're pretty
Yeah,
well
they're
done,
kind of cute.
especially for $5.
And they're probably on sale, because I think I've seen them on sale before.
Oh, have you?
And I think I've seen like bigger packs with a lot more of them in it.
I picture him going, "Oh, hello."
No, that's already a thing.
Oh,
You can't do that.
you're right. It's Ben's phone. I wish I knew more about Slugterra. I was hoping somebody had seen it.
Nope.
It's okay that you haven't.
Never heard of it.
But they're cute
Can't help.
minifigures. But they're kind. It's interesting to see figures on their own without having seen the movie. Because the
I mean,
figure's still interesting enough to me without having the backstory.
Yeah, I like them as a little figure.
It's particularly that one you showed, the little.
Speaking of things I don't know how to do yet, Garbage Pail Kids. It's called Garbage Pail Kids Super Snot Shots, a snot flicking dexterity game for 2 to 4 players. Hey, we're 2 to 4 players.
Hey,
Let's play a quick game here.
show us.
Okay, 2 to 4 gross kids can play
this
the
from?
game in 10 minutes. Super Snot Shots. Oh, this is from Steve Jackson Games. You can go to jpk.sjgames.com to get this. And
Boney Tony.
oh, the game design was by Phil Reed and Sam Mitski.
Yay, Phil Reed, battlegrip.com.
Zitdo.
.com, right? Battlegrip.blogspot.com?
On
Battlegrip.
Corroded Carl.
Okay, is there 4 Leaky Lindsay cards?
That's Tim's job. He has to tell us.
For Leaky
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
There's a Potty Scotty, Mark Bark. Oh, this is a classic. I love it.
Not one. Oh, there's one.
Okay.
There's one. There's 3.
There's
There's
4.
four.
Okay, and we have 4
Fabulous.
dice,
4
right?
dice.
Okay, so hand a Leaky Lindsay card and the matching color die to each player.
What color do you want?
Black.
Ah, I knew you were going to take black. I'll take blue.
I'll take green. And we put
you.
the other one to the side.
Sorry, Steve.
Form a draw pile with the Super Snot Shot cards.
Like upside down?
I don't know, it doesn't say.
Okay. Well,
Place the top
Yes.
card face up in the middle of the table. This is your first target.
so yeah, face down.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Place your Leaky Lindsay card 2 card lengths away from the target. Oh, so we're all supposed to... I think we're supposed to get in a little thing, but we'll just do
Well,
this.
we're doing it here.
So, like, 2 card lengths away would be here, and then here. So you 2 are playing.
Isn't that 1 card length away?
Is that 1 or 2? Oh, yeah, so I guess we need... So here, we'll do this.
What's happening?
That's 2 card lengths. And that's 2 card lengths. Okay. See the diagram? Okay. Choose someone to count. When you're counting, say 3, 2, 1, shoot.
I'll count.
All
2
players
cards.
flick their snot, which is the dice, from their Leaky Lindsay card toward the target when the person counting says shoot. If any of your die land on top of the target, you may be able to claim the card. Determine who wins the card. If your player lands on the... If only one person... Yeah. So you're flicking it to that. If multiple dice land on the target, the die who landed on the target and shows the highest result to claim the card.
Oh, that makes sense.
If everyone misses the target, or if there's... This is the easiest dumb game.
So just do it.
All right,
All
ready?
right, so I have to yell
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, shoot. Are
Yep.
you ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot! Nobody got
Nobody got it. Do we just do it again? Do we reset? I guess we
I
reset.
guess so.
You're supposed to get on the die? Oh, maybe you do that.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1, shoot!
This is a hard
impossible.
game. How do you
Lightly,
even...
guys,
All right,
lightly.
ready.
Yes, you have to be careful.
3, 2, 1, shoot!
He doesn't even move.
Come on, Jim, we gotta get it off.
All right, ready? 3?
3, 2, 1, shoot!
Oh, come on. We are never going to win this game.
3, 2, 1, shoot! Oh, I'm gonna give it to George just because it's kind of almost on it. Does that count?
Does that count? All right, I win.
Otherwise, this could take
It's
all
never
night.
it's never gonna happen.
All right, that
All right, well,
seems
that's how
like...
you play the game.
That seems like the worst, like, setup for a game just to get a game out there that I've ever played.
But did you buy it for the game, or
But
did you buy it for the cool cards?
I didn't buy it for the game. I bought it for the cool cards, and I also got 4 cool little mini dice with it. So I'm fine with it. And it was $10.
$10.
I'm fine with it in the end. Just because I like to have these images this big like this.
You could totally frame these.
You could.
That's a cool little print.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Dead Ted.
I'm looking at it more like
Gameplay,
this.
I don't think you're ever gonna play again.
I'm looking at it more as I get this many cool little
Garbage Pail.
Garbage Pail Kid prints.
All right. Well, thanks for trying it out with us.
Hey.
Who knew?
Gameplay, lame.
Apparently, you're both way too strong to play this game.
Lame play.
Way too strong. All right, we have one
We
more.
do have one more
We have
thing.
one more thing. It was a surprise thing that George sprung on me at the end.
Technically, Ben sprung it on you.
Ben sprung. Ah! I've been waiting for this thing forever. I hate knowing about toys before they come out, and then I'm like, oh, when is that gonna arrive?
Do you want to show that or look at that? You can talk about who sculpted it and all that.
So this is one of the Batman black and white statues. And of course, as many of you know, I'm a Batman fan. Right
You
now.
are?
I am. I like Batman.
Never heard that before.
So this is based on artwork from Neil Adams and sculpted by Eric Sosa,
Eric Sosa.
Yep. Eric Sosa.
which
Hey, I
is
know
pretty
him.
amazing. Hey, we know him.
How nice is that they're giving them credit?
I know. Isn't that wonderful?
That used to never happen.
Modern toy making. Get it out. Get it out.
Yeah.
So I really wanted this one because it's like zombie Batman. Well, it is zombie Batman.
It's not
So
like it at all. It
It's
is.
7.5-inch statue that George has to pull out of this bag.
Everything, this tape is
I don't
my foe
care.
right
Get
now.
rid of it.
Here.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Very nice.
Do you like it? Are you into statues? Do you?
You
do
know
like
what? I
Batman?
almost think. I know it's supposed to be just black and white and gray, but it would be nice with a little touch of blood,
Ooh.
don't you think?
Where? Where do you want the blood?
dripping, you know,
Oh, I could see
out of
that.
the side of his brain cavity?
Well, I have some red paint.
Go for it.
So I do. Okay, so many things I like about this. I love the artwork it was based off of. I like the interpretation on the sculpt. I love that he's coming off of his base.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Yeah,
dynamic.
yeah. No, it's a very nice touch.
Very dynamic pose as opposed to just a very static.
Right. And all the holes in his cape.
Ah, I love. What a wonderful touch. And it's almost got like a spider webby effect with the drapery.
Yeah. You're right.
Little tiny
is cool.
details that make up everything.
The coming off the base thing is cool.
Yes.
That's really clever.
I can't really think of a statue that I've seen doing that before.
Coming off the base.
Yeah.
Is that a song?
No,
It should be now.
I guess so.
Coming off
Oh
the
my
base.
gosh, I love
Coming
this
base.
song.
off the base.
Coming. Something like that. All right, so this guy, of course, DC Direct. I don't remember how much he is. I think he goes for like $60, $75.
It's somewhere between 50 and 100, I would imagine.
I want to say 75, but don't quote me on that because I did not have time to double check the price.
And we don't care. You do the research.
Because George, Ben sprung it on me as always,
Actually, I just brought it in the house and showed it to her right before the episode.
and I grabbed it because I needed it. It was mine. I wanted it. I
It's
was
very
mine.
cool.
Now, whenever Cherno Alpha arrives, my collection will be complete.
I'm impressed. I'm amazed
That's nice, right?
that DC would let somebody deviate from the norm to that extent.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's cool that they're letting them. I mean, this must be from one of their books,
Yeah,
right?
Neil Adams.
It's got to be from a comic, or they wouldn't have done it, right?
But they've definitely been exploring more territory with the black and white, collectible lines and such over the last couple of years, which is super cool. Especially, 75
And it's
years
cold
of Batman.
cast porcelain.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Well, he's dead.
Oh, okay, good point. Obviously. Makes perfect sense. So this is my new favorite for the moment.
You're going to put it up next to your zombie
I
Spider-Man.
might just sleep with it. Just cuddle with it on my pillow. That might break. I'm not going to do that. All right, should we talk about an event before we continue?
Are there events left? I thought Decon was over.
No, well, I mean, Decon is over.
There's
but
more
that's not
events?
the end of events. Decon 2, the return! No, we're not doing... Oh.
No.
Never mind, just kidding. We're doing...
He's worn out.
He is, he's out. Robo Toy Fest, though, and Brick Boutique. Those are coming up right before Christmas, like you said. It's robots and bricks. They're at the Pasadena Convention Center in Pasadena, California on December 21st. RoboToyFest.com to check out all the times and details. Go get some old toys, some new toys, some construction bricks. Let the kids build. It's good. Awesome. Go check it out. And
Sounds good.
that's it so far. I love what you're doing with your customs.
Thank you.
I like what you're doing with the totems. I want you to be successful on the new show you're working on, but I almost don't, so that you can spend more time
Making toys.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want you to be successful.
There's going to be
both.
toys based on this show, and I can't imagine a better person to work on the toy line.
That is true.
So,
Oh, these
one
are
way or
numbers.
another, Aileen, there'll
still
be
making-
more toys.
You're still bringing new toys, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
There
good.
will be more toys.
Look at how far your number is in the line. You're like
5,031
almost the last one made.
out of
Whoa.
5,200. Well, who do you think they were numbered in the order they were made?
I would hope so.
How cool his foot is.
Isn't that the
Love
point
it
of
off the
numbering
statue.
something? That it's numbered in the order it's made?
Do we number things specifically in the order we make them all the time?
If I number something, I
Well, if it's
number it in
res,
the order
yes.
I make
If it's
it.
handmade, yes.
Because that's kind of the whole purpose of numbering something. Because the ones closer to one get the least mold wear,
It's true.
and the ones farther away from one get the most mold wear. So you're better off getting a lower number.
No wonder
There's a
he looks so
reason.
moldy.
I'm okay with the extra mold. I'm okay with that. He's a zombie. It works.
Right.
All right, well, thank you so much for being on the show again, Tim.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Letting you be here. You're welcome anytime. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay.
You're sleeping on the couch.
Well,
tonight, right?
not anytime. You got one more year, and then you can come back.
And if I don't come up with new stuff, forget it.
What do you got to show us, Tim?
Right.
All right,
Don't come back unless it's something new.
Don't forget, you guys can check out the show notes, links to everything we talk about at toybreak.com. You can watch past episodes, you can join the contests and the discussions on the forum. You can help support the show by going through the link to Amazon. You can call and leave us a voicemail at 818-AM-I-GOOD. You can email us at info@toybreak.com. You can keep up with us on Facebook at facebook.com/toybreak. You can watch our Toy Briefs, Toy Girls, and full episodes at youtube.com/toybreak. You can follow us on Twitter at toybreak. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Aileen Gaspar.
At George Gaspar.
It's amazing that you can remember all that stuff.
I have to. I do it in my sleep now. Where can they find you?
Tim Clarke Toys on Instagram. Tim Clarke Toys on Tumblr. Totims.com is my website,
See, you have just as
Dedicated
many
to
things to
totems.
remember.
Facebook.
I guess. And Facebook is just me, Tim Clarke,
Nice.
Timothy Clarke.
You're so unassuming on Facebook.
Yes, I guess so.
No, I'm teasing. It's Tim Clarke everywhere. He just adds the toys in sometimes.
Right.
And you should be following him on Instagram because I love seeing all the stuff you post of things you've worked on. And I mean,
Yeah,
things that
it's-
you had as kids.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Or that you don't know, like...
Yeah.
So much good stuff.
Ancient
awesome.
history.
I'm hoping
love
you'll
that
be
you have it
posting
all.
puppet stuff when you can from the new thing, hopefully.
Oh,
eventually.
yeah. No, as soon as,
As soon as
I
you're
get
able
clearance,
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something that could happen like early next
I
year?
hope so. Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
Should be launched.
A few more
Where
months.
I can at least release images and stuff. By,
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they look
Right
like.
next
It's
to
going to be cool.
Yay! That's going to be
They're a lot of
awesome.
fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we can't have enough puppets, so I'm glad you're making
Right.
something new.
Yeah, me too.
It's not a bad day when you get to make puppets,
Well, it's
right?
it's amazing how it goes full circle. You know, it's like I started out in puppets and I went to toys and now I'm back in puppets and
That's weird, huh?
go figure.
Goes like this. Life.
Right.
Life.
I'm very lucky, I have to say.
You are. Well, you're not just lucky, you're awesome.
Thank you.
It's deserved. Your luck is deserved, sir.
Okay.
You're a talented person
Thank you.
and hardworking
Very.
and handsome.
All right, let's end this show. What's going on over here?
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Same toy time, same toy channel. Bye, everyone.
Bye.